Afternoon baseball for you. Afternoon from Coors Field in Denver. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. CC Sabathia starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. We'll look to build on that here.
And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Albert Pujols will stand in here. Currently 6th in the National League in RBIs, but with a good chance to pad that total here.
Yeah, and he picked up a pair of RBIs in their last game.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot. Just one shy of 600 for his career, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And now he's just one away from that magical number, 600 career home runs. Wow, he's been next to impossible to contain his entire career, and now he's knocking on the door of a very exclusive club, so he's well aware of what that next home run is going to mean to him.
And you know how professional athletes like to talk about taking it game by game? Well, this is different. As you said, Steve, we're talking about a number very few players have achieved in the long history of the game. Now, I'm sure it's been really difficult to stay focused at the task at hand and not just try to club the ball over the wall with every swing.
Chris Bryant will stand in, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Miller is right there, one down. Anthony Rizzo will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Right side and right into the shift. Throw gets him, 2 down. Trevor Story will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
This guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his 2nd home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Kyle Schwarber will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Drilled to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the... Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
And a rather easy first out.
Batting second,
Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home.
1-2.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Nolan Arenado will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Sale has his target with the payoff pitch. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Pujols will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone. Christie. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
High in the air out to left. Davis going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot here for Chris Carter. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, just another typical Coors Field game. Balls are flying out of here left and right. That's their third home run already. And something tells me it may not be their last.
Hard hit ball to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Sammy Sosa will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
You know, as an everyday player, you wake up in the morning and you dream of three.
Oh, a great diving stoppage short. Oh, and he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Sabathia pauses. Here it is on 2-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. And he is in there with an RBI triple. Albert Pujols digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Moving under it, Miller makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip. Now to the plate, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitor's bullpen. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A 2-run shot at the bat of Anthony Rizzo. 45 home runs now on the campaign as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll be the end of the afternoon for CC Sabathia. And he'll probably be running over a few of these pitches in his head tonight, but will depart here. Cliff Skinner is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring. Chris Davis will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
In now, Nick Markakis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Corey Spangenberg will stand in now as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3. Welcome back to beautiful Colorado as we're set for the top of the third in this one from Coors Field in Denver. Kyle Schwarber is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
1 away here to begin the third.
Now batting, shortstop.
Chris Carter stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Davis is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Chris Sale stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Up next for the Cubs,
Sammy Sosa will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. Make it 9-0. Scott Richards steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Miller waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 hits in the inning. J.P. Arancibia will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Brad Miller will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Richards is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Devin Mesoraco will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Sale's ready. Here he comes on 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Jesus Ferreira is going to come off here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. 1-1, here it comes. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. The 600th home run of his career as this lead got even wider. And there it is. Albert Pujols has belted career home run number 600. He's been one of the greatest power hitters in the game over the last several seasons, and now he is truly among the elite.
You're certainly right, Matt. With 600 home runs, you're talking about a figure only a handful of players have ever reached. It's a landmark home run in what has been a landmark career. I really enjoyed watching him over the years.
Wow, how great is this? For him, of course, but also for everybody else that's here to see this. To reach a milestone like this in your career, it takes incredible consistency. And he has been, without a doubt, the model of consistency since the day he broke into the big leagues. Huge congratulations to him.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that came after a long battle at the plate. And he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. Anthony Rizzo digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Belted high and deep into right center. Miller looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 148 for his career as the blowout continues.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and he keeps it up. 53 now on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go.
But right at the shortstop for the second out. Chris Sale steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on this. Jose Reyes will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Sale gets the sign. Here's the 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sosa moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now at the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Right side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see, but it's going to finally get him into that hit column, and at this point, they'll take anything they can get, and he's on with an infield single.
And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop. At the plate, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Nick Markakis gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show Sunday. Sammy Sosa heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. So a ringing double here to kick off inning number 5. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster.
Yeah, they've been counting on him to deliver extra base hits all season long. He's done it again here.
Carlos Vasquez is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Yeah, he's got his first single of the ball game here to go along with the double and a triple from earlier. So what do you think, guys? In his next at-bat, he absolutely comes out of his shoes trying to get the homer.
Stepping in now, Albert Pujols. And this is sent out to Reyes. This could be 2. To second for... So they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. Chris Bryant will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Miller is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Corey Spangenberg will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Brad Miller stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes his out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate.
And the beat goes on. Another great at-bat, and what else is new? They've now thrown 15 runs up on the scoreboard. Now that is a good day's work.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the run is in to score from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Chris Sale will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help. Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead got even wider.
Well, this is a high fly ball right there, and I think it would have been interesting to see what the umpires ruled if this ball, in fact, went over the foul pole. But luckily, this was an easy call as it banged right off the very top of that pole. No replay necessary here, and that's a home run.
Into the box, Sammy Sosa to short, hit hard. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away. Coming to the plate now, Scott Richards, and all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle.
And he knows it too, guys. Let's see if he can send a jolt through one right here.
And And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hard liner toward short, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Here's a drive out to left center field. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, he certainly is not proving to be a singles hitter up there. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the ballgame. And this one, a triple. He's been a real thorn in their side all throughout.
Aaron Luke will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Something tells me I've seen this before. Back-to-back triples now are going to get him another run here in the inning. And that's not something you're going to see every day.
Anthony Rizzo stands in looking to kick the extra point, if you will, and make this a 7-run inning. He pulls this one into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Oh, and the throw by Markakis is a beauty. He is out at home plate. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Cubs lead it 20-0.
Delino, the Shield.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Jose Reyes will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. On the ground to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Hanley Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, and they remain well. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Luis Avilan will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Shot towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Looking up is Davis. Gone! A solo shot here to left. his second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog and drives it over the wall.
Chris Sale will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Miller racing back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, I thought at first that this was going to be a tougher play than it wound up being. You can see him turn and run straight back towards the wall here in center field, but he gets back there in plenty of time to make the play.
In now, Sammy Sosa. Line drive to left. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Scott Richards, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Miller going back at the track, the wall, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a two-run shot to left center, 8th home run on the season for him as this lead got even wider.
If you're going to finish off a cycle, you may as well do it with the long ball. You had to figure he'd be swinging for the fences when he got up there, and sure enough, he puts a charge into this one to put his name in the record books.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Well, he'd taken care of the two toughest parts of the cycle earlier. Now he gets the easiest one out of the way. And if he can come up with a double in his next time through, he can make this a game to remember.
Lane Hardy will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Albert will take the turn and head for home. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Miller racing back, still going back. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Career homer number 149 continues.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Stepping in now, Trevor Story. Now here's the drive out to right center field. Around first, heading for second now. Around second, looking for the cycle. And would you believe it? It's a triple to give him the cycle. Trevor Story has just hit for the cycle. That's a great thrill for him and everyone here in attendance.
Thrilling indeed, Matt. Now, I've witnessed a few others besides this one, and it's exciting for everyone, even broadcasters. It's a very rare thing in our sport, and it always seems to happen out of nowhere. So it's pretty cool for everyone here watching to see a little.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Chris Carter stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. This is lifted out to left. Davis on the move. And that ends the inning. Big inning for them, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Nolan Arenado will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Chris Davis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA.
Yeah, Matt, there are the numbers right there. And as of now, they stand tied for second in that category. So the staff has been doing their...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Fernando Rodriguez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Rodriguez.
Shot back up the middle, and this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Sammy Sosa, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first comes all the way around to score. Scott Richards will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Sergio Romo will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Albert Pujols will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out.
Well, guys, we know this guy's having a heck of a game. 4 hits already, so I don't think he cares who's pitching right now.
And he's set down, 1 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. There's a shot out to right center field. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count, it really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up packing, and he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Standing in now, Trevor Story. Davis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his 3rd home run in the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw from the outfield. Oh. Corey Spangenberg will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he struck him out. and their strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. J.P. will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Still 2-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Down the third baseline. Throw gets him, 2 down. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Brad Miller will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get, well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, and they remain. David Robertson will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Robertson pauses on his way with the 3-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we've definitely seen a lot of offense in this game, but the bulk of it's come right here from this guy. I mean, man, I don't even know where to tell you to pitch this guy. He's hitting everything in sight.
Into the box, Chris Sale. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game as this lead got even wider.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
In now, Sammy Sosa. Oh, and here's one hit high and deep to left field. And they're going to wind up with back-to-back shots here as this ball is long gone. A solo shot here to left, so a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now as the blowout continues.
Boy, and how rare is a 50-homer season? It's only happened 43 times in Major League history coming into this season. But add another name to that list, and he might not be done yet.
Stepping in now, Scott Richards. Now here's a shot out to right center field. He's around first on his way to second now. And he will get there with yet another hit and another double. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Albert Pujols. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Line to left. Boys, as this is down for extra bases. In to score, the runner from second. And he is...
And you know what? I think even if he had a shot at 3, he might have pulled the ripcord anyway right there at second base. You know why? Because this double officially gives him the cycle. And that's a feat that is statistically more difficult to accomplish than even a no-hitter. So congratulations to him. Somebody get him that baseball.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Albert will take the turn and head for home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, and when you've got a guy going for a shutout, you may as well get him some more help. I doubt he'll need it, but they're able to add on for him here.
2-1, here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Miller on the move. Makes the play, 1 away. Trevor Story stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Line hard into left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, this is just turning into a game for the ages now. This is his 6th hit of the game. My partner, Steve, he had months where he didn't get 6 hits.
A pause and the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his 2nd home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
Into the box now, Chris Carter. Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw gets him, 2 down. Chris Sale stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. This is pulled into right. Markakis is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally... David Robertson will lead things off here in the 9th in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Jose Reyes will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Hanley Ramirez will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Carter is up with it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game 1-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it.